Please welcome to the stage, Gastor Almonte!
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I gotta do this for the gram real quick. All right, before I begin, let me apologize in advance. I got a 7 and an 8-year-old at home. Normally when I prep stories, my wife takes them out the house. The story involves sex. They were in the way, so I had to use a code word for sex the whole time. So bear with me. So me and Claudia were in her dad's room, and we about to play checkers. Good to see y'all on board, you know. You gotta understand, I fell in love with Claudia because she was the cashier at the local VIM. You know? All right, so not enough people know what that is. So VIM is the best jeans and sneaker store in America. They sell incredible Timbs, Jordans, and knockoff jeans. It's like a Foot Locker without hope. So Claudia was the cashier, you know, and I get up to the cash register and she waves me in. She's like, hey yo, don't buy these. When it rains, the jeans are gonna bleed and mess up your Timbs. And I'm like, yo, you just saved me $120. $100 on these boots and $20 on these 3 pair of jeans. I need you in my life. So I pursued her, several dates to Crown Fried Chicken later. Here we are, Claudia's dad's room. We about to play checkers. Now, I pride myself on being a suave, chubby dude, but earlier that summer, I'd broken my arm, so I was in a cast. I didn't realize how often you use your arms when you play checkers. You know? Like, even when you play checkers by yourself, you want the options, you know? Keep it fresh, versatility. Took me 15 minutes to take off my shirt. Cut the lights off, get into bed, which I realize now is a taboo. It's a dad's bed. It's a no-no. But the checkers game's about to go down. Mood is set. And right when we about to get to business, Claudia's sister starts banging on the door. She's like, Claudia, you gotta get him out of here. Dad's home. And we in a panic. You gotta understand, this is a railroad apartment in East New York, Brooklyn. You know? I don't know if y'all been there before. If you haven't, keep it that way. It's for your own good. So there's one exit, there's one door. You know, there's no way out. You know, now it's the first floor. So she looks at me, she's like, Gastor, you gotta hop out the window. And I don't know if y'all see me. There's been a lot of milkshakes in my life. I'm not making that jump. And she's like, it's only 15 feet. I'm like, you can't say 15 feet and only. When we talking about jumping 15-foot drive, I'm with you, only. That's the only scenario. We panicked. Thankfully, all the buildings in East New York have metal bars because nobody would want to leave East New York and get into an apartment in East New York. There's nothing to take. But the adjacent window, it has an air conditioner, and the bars go around the AC too, so I decided to climb on top of that. You know, so I'm getting out the window, I climb on top of the bars over the AC unit, right as her dad walks in the room. I made it. But he's trying to piece it together. He's like, yo, why are the lights off? Why were you getting dressed in the dark? Why is the window open? Why is everything a mess? And Claudia's like, I was gonna do the laundry, Machine got a little hot, so I opened up the window. That's why the clothes is everywhere. Clever girl. And she says that right as he's at the window pulling the gate closed, but he doesn't see me because he's looking at her. Now I'm feeling confident, you know. I got away with this. Start to relax. And then 2 cops walk by the side of the building. Now, I don't know if you guys heard, there's problems with cops in neighborhoods like mine. We could talk after the show. But I figured it out. See, because cops, they give great advice. I listen to them all the time. Slow down, freeze, put your hands up. Great suggestions. And I always listen. You know why? Because in general, when a cop is telling you something, they know more about the situation than you do. The problem with cops in my neighborhood is that they don't want to accept that on occasion, I might know more about the situation than they do. So, for example, when I'm standing on this air conditioning unit, and you walk by the house, and you yell out to me, "Excuse me, sir." I'm trying to calculate in my head, how do I explain to this guy as quickly and as efficiently as possible, yo, my man, I'm trying to play checkers with this girl. I'm 18, she's 18, completely legal. Her dad just got home. He's not gonna care. He's gonna try to kill me, then I'm gonna actually need you. How can we avoid all this? So I came up with this. This was my solution. Yo, chill. It's never good when you have to whisper and scream at the same time. But cops only got one direction with their volume. He gets more assertive, you know? He's like, "What was that, sir?" I said, "Yo, chill." Thankfully, he had a partner, he's a younger dude. I knew him from around the way. We ordered chopped cheeses together at 3 a.m. He says, "I got this." Goes around the front yard, comes to the backyard, and he comes up to the window. He's like, "What's going on, man?" I'm like, "Yo, I'm trying to play checkers with this girl. Her dad just got home. Once he leaves, everything's cool." He nods, goes around, talks to his partner. They laugh and leave. I'm 2 for 2. Stuff of legends here, you know. Now I'm really getting cocky, you know. Start to relax again. And Claudia runs up to the window. She's like, "Gastor, give me your pants." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "You put on my dad's work pants. I need those." Dickies was in style back then. Now, I don't know if you've ever tried taking off your pants while standing on the air conditioning unit, 15 feet into the air, with your arm in a cast. It's a bit of a challenge. You know, I kicked off my Timbs to the yard, unbuckled the pants, they slid down to the AC unit. I grab them with my left arm, throw them to the window, completely miss. They fall down to the yard. Claudia shakes her head in panic, tries to buy me time, and goes inside. So now I climb down. I gotta make this drop. Hurt my ankle on the landing. Ball up the pants, and I'm looking up at the window trying to figure out how I'm gonna get these back up to Claudia. 2 cops come back again. Now, the young partner, he has his arms out, and he's looking at me like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Because he vouched for me, like he co-signed me, you know? He told his mans I was cool. So I just started running over before they could start, and I'm like, "Yo, listen, man, nothing's changed." Older cop is like, "You had pants on before, sir." Everything's changed. But I explain again. Listen, I'm trying to play checkers with this girl. Her dad just got home, accidentally put on dad's pants. That's on me. I'ma own that. But once he gets his pants, everything's cool. You tend to lose credibility when you try to make statements in your boxes. That's advice for y'all. Take that home today. So the cop is like, I'm sorry, man. I got to go to the front of the building. I got to see what's going on here. So we start walking, and I'm pleading my case. Finally, Claudia runs back to the window. She's like, Gastor, quick, throw up the pants. He's in the bathroom. I look at the older cop, and he's like, I got to see this. Waves me in. Now, I'm Dominican. I could throw all day, hire me for your softball teams. I got you. But that's with my right arm. Left-handed, throwing up pants 15 feet into the air. There's wind factor involved. I don't know all the math. I just know it's hard to do. 6 throws in, my arm is sore as shit. Now the cops are talking shit, taking bets on the side. Young cop bet lunch money that I wouldn't make it in under 10 throws. I made it in 9. Claudia made a great catch, pulls the pants in. I turn around and look at the cops, and they wave me over. I grab my Timbs, and I get over there, and the older cop is like, yo, we gonna wait this one out. That okay with you? I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of vested in this game of checkers, sir. And we wait. 10 minutes go by. Claudia's dad walks out the front of the building, gets in his car, and drives off to work. And they escort me to the front of the house. Ring the bell. Claudia opens. And they're like, do you know this man? And Claudia is like, do you think I catch everybody's pants out the window, sir? Yeah. The older cop tried to be slick. You know, he was like, I don't care that you kids wanted to play checkers, but in general, it's a good idea for you guys to be in the same room when you do so. Admittedly, solid advice. Younger cop tried to console me. He was like, don't worry about it, man. I've been there before. You've been here before. Really? What is his life like? But they leave us to it. I go inside, and Claudia and I play a legendary game of checkers. That's not the ending, but I do deserve a clap for that. A few years later, me and my dad own a lot of property in East New York, but one of the buildings had a break-in. My dad gets there first, so I come in after work, and he's already talking with the cops about the break-in, and I see him talking with the captain in the background, and I get up the stairs, and who do I see but my chopped cheese partner, a much older, younger cop. And he looks at me, he's like, yo, man, you look good. And I'm like, I know, I got pants on. And I hear my dad complaining in the background. They start making their way over to us. My dad's, spazzing. He's like, man, I can't believe we still getting break-ins. I thought the neighborhood was getting better. Are we over these type of things over here? Younger cop winks at me and then looks at my dad. He's like, man, you wouldn't believe the things I've seen. Thank you.